Welcome to Girl Talk. I'm Elizabeth Vargas, your host. Let me introduce my guest today.
Hi, I'm Christina Amber-Tumian, or better known as Christina Wright around this town.
I'm Casey Chavez, best known for Hot Tub Happy Hour with Liz.
And I'm Sophia Joels, your Queen of the Desert.
Oh, and we love Queen of the Desert. Today we have an exciting day for you guys. We're going to shoot the shit, talk some smack, and let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes.
Making way to Internet People Famous Part 5.
I'm looking for a man in finance.
So all these DJs redid it.
Use their voice.
So all these DJs redid it.
6'5", blue eyes. Finance. Trust fund.
I've seen this too.
I have seen it too.
I'm looking for a man. I'm looking for a man. I'm looking for
It's so good. So I am looking for a man in finance, no trust fund, 6'5", brown eyes.
Brown eyes, okay. No blue eyes.
No blue eyes?
Blue eyes are just nightmares.
Roger's
going to-
blue-eyed.
Okay. I'm like,
So is Rob.
Proven.
Oh
No,
my
Rob
God.
doesn't have blue eyes. He has hazel eyes. Like me.
Oh.
Okay, so what topic should we talk about today? This doesn't matter, right?
I don't
Just
think
shoot
it
the shit?
matters.
So I guess I'm single now. What am I gonna do? What do you do as a woman? And like,
Well,
Should we talk about freezing eggs?
You're like asking
yes,
us to like,
great fucking idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to have a baby. You're too old to have a
Yeah,
baby.
but she is.
Oh, okay,
thanks, we're the same age. I was
Well,
like,
hello,
we
neither
can
of you
still
guys are
have
gonna have a
babies.
baby. Okay, and by the way, can I just say something? Like, I was like, I knew a girl who recently had to get like
Her uterus out.
No. Like, she had
Hysterectomy?
like fibroids. She's 48. And
So
then
she had
I
to have a
was like, I'm like,
hysterectomy.
oh, she should have a hysterectomy, because like fibroids.
Well,
can
either
come
that or
back.
get
I don't think a
cancer.
hysterectomy in any case is good unless it's you have cancer or something.
No, but like she.
Technically, it is good.
I mean,
Is it?
okay, like if you have fibroids, right? The thing
Okay.
about fibroids is, so I had the surgery, right? But
Wait, you had the fibroid surgery.
Yeah.
You didn't you? Have
yeah,
it
because
last
so
year?
I had one that was like, it was almost 2 years ago. But mine was like really big and was like starting to bulge out of my stomach. Like I could feel it. So it was like really scary, right? So anyways, so basically I got it out and but like my doctor said, like, if you were a little bit older, I would just suggest like a hysterectomy at this point. But since you haven't had kids or whatever, and
Oh
you're
my
still
God.
young and you have the chance of getting
They're all
pregnant.
part of the same thing, or what?
What?
The thyroid and
Fibroids.
I don't know why.
Okay, I don't know.
Lady bits. Lady
Wait, I
bits.
was saying
Okay,
somebody
now
else. I'm
I
like,
was confused. I think you said thyroid.
Andrew has a daughter, by the way.
okay, I know. And I
I
was
thought you
saying this
said
to
thyroid.
somebody else the other day too, and they're like, I thought thyroids was in the neck. I'm like, no, not
No.
thyroid, fibroids.
Okay, that's I didn't catch that.
But even if there's polyps, they'll suggest you do the same thing. But they can do, instead of a full-blown hysterectomy, they can actually just take out the parts that like actually can
Yeah.
cause like cancer, and they leave your ovaries.
Yeah.
But they take out everything
No,
else.
yeah. Well, I mean, my whole thing is this. Listen, if you're like over the age of 45, okay, like you're not really having babies anymore.
Same.
Let's be real. Okay.
Are you really?
What?
We're
Why do
the
you keep
same
saying
age,
you
girl.
are?
We're the same age.
Yeah, but why would you
We're
wanna have
3 weeks
another
apart.
baby?
She's
No.
not having babies.
I don't want any
Oh,
babies.
You said and not having babies, and you go, I am.
Our kids are
I thought-
grown.
I thought you meant
I was like-
I'm having a baby. I'm like,
I'll
girl,
babysit-
you'll be 60.
I'll
And
babysit
that kid is
everybody
gonna be
else.
living at home, sucking your teeth.
We still have a 31-year-old living at home.
Oh yeah.
That was like,
Well,
He's
look
special
none of
needs.
us have had kids.
yeah, special.
We're all kidless.
I know.
Look how hot we are.
That is true.
We all live on the water. Just kidding. No, we all have nice houses.
Well, you know what they say. I mean, I feel
What do
like
they say?
Yeah.
I think-
What
okay.
do they say?
I'm like, what do they
Well,
say?
hold on. I think when people have kids at a really young age, it's different, right? Like your body transforms differently.
you
Your
bounce
body
back.
takes it
Our
better.
sister looked amazing.
I think the older you have kids, like it is harder to like bounce back and look better, for sure.
I
Like,
mean, but there's surgery.
of course, yes, but it still ages women differently. Whether and not everybody can have surgery or afford to do
It's
it.
a lot of
you
trauma
know?
to your body to have a
It
child.
is. I mean, especially past a certain age. I mean, look
Hello,
at like.
how do you get the head? I mean, I pride myself in my tight vajayjay. I can't imagine being like, honey, you want some of this after having, I mean,
It's designed for
back
it.
the head.
It's
It goes-
designed for it.
What?
It goes back.
Like,
It
I would
goes
have
back.
to go buy a whole new Amazon package of delivery services for my services after
Well,
a
unless
baby.
you have a C-section, anyways, right? But then you have a
Yeah.
scar.
What does that mean? What's a
Well, if you have a
C-section?
C-section, you have a scar.
Oh, the line.
Yeah.
The
They cut.
line.
They
That
cut
doesn't-
out.
There's always
Yeah.
vaginal rejuvenation.
I had a
pop it out of your
C-section
head.
and a tummy tuck, so I have
Yeah.
a scar no matter what.
You can fix
so
everything
there.
these days.
Right. Well, no, I have a boob scar, so I can get the baby scar.
But there's
I get it.
always IVF, and then there's always surrogacy as an option.
Yeah, exactly.
And you want to get a baby.
So
you
we
want to
went-
get a baby.
We went through the whole IVF journey. We did. We froze our embryos in 2021. We were like, oh, we don't want to be. We just got married. We're like, we don't want it to be too late to have kids, but also our business was shut down. So we decided to freeze our embryos, and we made 4.
Okay.
And then so we've been in the process of. We both want kids.
Do you know what they are?
We have 2 boys and 2 girls on eggs.
That's amazing.
Oh, you already know?
Yeah.
Wow,
right.
that's kind of crazy. So are they even fertilized?
So they're fertilized, and then they go through
Oh.
like this blast stage where it takes like 2.5 weeks of growing the embryo, and at that stage they could test for any like
Genetic stuff.
genetic disorders or any kind of like
Before they even implant them now?
mhm.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
you went the Matrix on this shit. Woo!
But like during the genetic testing, they were like, oh, well, when we did the genetic testing, because if I have the same genetic disorder that he has, then we can't do IVF because that means the baby will have the same genetic disorder. So when we did that, they're like, oh, you have a blood clotting disorder. That's like the #1 blood clotting disorder that women test for when they miscarry. So you should consider surrogacy, which I was already kind of like,
I don't want to ruin my
That's
body.
I want to keep this.
Kardashian did that, didn't Kim? And
She did.
all the celebrities do that.
She didn't do. She did it with, I think, starting her. I think her first 2. The first 2 pregnancies were her. She carried them.
yeah,
I think it was after her second one.
which I was down
And
to
then her
carry. But then
sister did it too.
No, Casey,
No.
it's hard
Chloe.
enough. I see you at the gym
Chloe did
every
a
day
surrogate
looking
yeah.
hot.
One, yeah.
I can't imagine trying to go back to the gym after having a baby. I admire the women that go and work out afterwards, and not for their husbands, not for anybody else, just to fit back in their clothes. Because having a baby seems so traumatic to their bodies that I can't imagine.
It is.
I mean, I am one,
like,
more
I know.
power to women having
is.
babies. The
Really hard on me,
people
too.
that don't respect women that have physical babies, go F yourself. Because
Yeah.
that is like, and I see them.
No, it's a lot.
I watch TikTok. They're
it's not
screaming
even-
in those beds. The poop, this thing. You're like, oh my fucking god!
It's not even just like the trauma to your body, but it's like the hormonal part of it.
Yeah,
Like
like
We need to have
The
some pregnant women
postpartum.
on here talking about that.
the postpartum.
Yeah, that's hard.
Well, I mean, you went through IVF. I mean, how did you feel?
I have to say that I didn't have any problems with IVF, and I don't want to
Okay.
discredit any women that say, "Oh, it's so hard on my body." But I did cry and scream one day, and I was like, "Whoa, that's a little crazy." But I was not like, I was a little bloated, but that was about it. I didn't have any problems with IVF.
Really?
Yeah, It
So-
was a really simple process for me and easy. The needles were tiny.
But how long did you do it for?
2 weeks.
Oh, okay. So I had a client who basically, they actually ended up having a baby naturally, but like they were doing IVF for like 3 years, and she was going to they moved to New York, seeing the top doctors, whatever. And then I hadn't seen her in forever, and she's a beautiful girl, okay? And like I literally saw her, and I couldn't believe how much the IVF had changed her skin. It was like, I was like, oh my God, because I was gonna
good or bad?
Like baby skin or what?
no, it
a
had
bad way?
messed up her skin.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
Like
pizza.
acne?
Pizza.
Acne,
Yeah.
yeah.
They call it
Well, 'cause
IVF.
it's hormones.
Yes,
A lot of
pizza.
hormones. Yeah.
But
Pizza,
she-
Pizzagate
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what they call it.
Pizzagate was something else.
Oh wait,
Oh, yeah.
Pizzagate was never mind. Oh yeah, okay.
But no, I was just like, wow, like that, it literally to me, actually, it scared me. I was like, well, shoot, I
Wait,
wouldn't
what
wanna
is
go through
IVF?
that.
Is it just hormones that they put in your body?
In
What is it?
vitro, it's in vitro.
vitro
So basically, they're preparing your
fertilization.
body to create eggs, and so that
Yeah.
they can pull the eggs out, and then you want to make as
then
many
implant
eggs as you
them.
can.
Is
So
that
they're
because your
it's
body doesn't
basically
produce
like-
them naturally?
tricking your
No,
body?
all the
into-
eggs already finished, but they need them to come out of the out of the where
Uterus?
where are they stored at?
the
Ovaries?
ovaries.
Ovaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is it?
So they need to come
Don't
out and
ask
they
me.
need to be
How
ready.
do you know this, Andrew?
Because I pay
know.
attention. I took health class.
Well, it also depends on what the issue is, right? Like why a couple can't conceive. It could be the guy because he has really slow swimmers. It could be the girl doesn't have good healthy eggs, so they have to
Stimulate the follicle.
Yeah,
It basically
exactly.
gives it like
egg
a jump
retrieval.
start and like
It just depends on
fans
what
it,
the
like-
issues are.
So that's why you did
So
it. And then
for,
what,
like,
you were
me-
expecting to get pregnant afterwards? Or
So
what?
for me, I was like, they pulled out 30 eggs, and they were like, oh, half of your eggs are only developing to this amount, and half your eggs are this. Like, I don't know if we're going to get a good amount of eggs. But that day of the egg retrieval, they put you up on this they spread your legs and they say, here we go.
Oh,
like
sounds
literally
exciting.
put
I
you
want
out of
I'm single
you out of
now.
an anesthesia. And it's so funny because when I was going under anesthesia, the doctor popped his head in there like, we can't find your husband. Like he left the room. Like, and
Was
I'm
he
like,
barfing in the other
and
room?
I'm like, oh, he's probably just going to get something to eat. And then I just like passed out. I woke up and then they were like, oh, well, we were able to pull 30 eggs. So that was good.
Wow.
That's
Well,
amazing.
it takes like 15 minutes. Though,
Oh,
right?
I see. So you
It's
do.
really
I'm
quick.
sorry. I'm so behind. So you do IVF to get the eggs out so you could freeze them. So if I froze my eggs right now, I'd have to do all of that.
Yeah. And if
I
you
wanna
did,
do
if you
that.
did them, you wouldn't have to necessarily like fertilize them with someone's like sperm.
Am I too old to freeze my eggs? No, I'm 49.
No.
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 I'm
Have
still
you-
having my
have you-
period every
yeah.
constantly.
you should do it
If
now.
you're not menopausal, yeah.
The
Okay.
older you
And
get,
if
the
you
less
still have
quality.
I still have my
eggs.
regular periods, same
Yeah.
time, same day. It says hi.
I mean,
Lucky
you
you.
do it and they tell you
What?
Lucky you.
Well, you don't have your period anymore.
No, I do get my period. But
I wish I didn't have mine.
my periods are only 2 days after my surgery, actually. So
Okay, so wait, ladies, before Christina came on today, she just had a boob job.
yeah, it'll be a week
What a
tomorrow.
good
How
friend
did
I
it
was
look,
saying.
6
Andrew?
days
Come
ago.
A week tomorrow. It's my first plastic surgery ever.
Yeah. You
So-
don't have anything done. Nothing,
Nothing.
anywhere. Yeah.
It's all natural.
What's your nationality?
Armenian.
Armenian. And you speak full
Armenian, yes.
Armenian.
I
Yeah.
went to an Armenian private school from kindergarten until senior year.
Do you cook like your mother? 'Cause she cooks like a badass.
You know, I don't really cook. I can cook if I want to. My mom, okay.
The modern Armenian.
No, I know. My mom is a really good cook. And like the thing is, like Armenian women, like they learn, like that's what they grow up to do. Like they take care of the household and
Yeah.
they cook, they
Traditional.
clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everything is traditional and that's their job, basically, you know? I mean, I didn't have to do any of that when I was growing up in my household because my mom and grandma
Yeah.
were like, we run the kitchen. You guys don't even
They
dare.
didn't make you
step
come in and start learning?
No, it was really weird.
Very
Like they
different
did
in a
not
Mexican
want us to
family.
do anything. And so like Armenian food is actually, it's not very easy to cook. Like it's
No.
like the preparation takes a lot of time.
Her mom cooked at the Madison Club during like festival season. It was
Really?
amazing. Yeah.
You were there, I
You were
think.
there.
It was
You were
your
there.
birthday. Yeah. It was your
it was my
birthday.
birthday. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom is a really good cook. She
But
makes,
I think the boob thing missed your generation because she's got boobs.
No.
so
she
okay,
had-
I
she
had
had
really big boobs. That wasn't, yeah. So hello.
You
like,
did?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, I've
where'd
always,
they go? Oh, because you lost a bunch of weight.
Well, it's okay. So, I mean, I still had big boobs. So, we actually went smaller. So, I did a lift, reduction, and then implants.
Oh,
Right?
you did. I want to see the little line. Is it? I might want to go to your guy.
He's really good.
Is he?
Yeah. And my areolas look perfect.
Mine are a little jacked right now.
I was like, ooh.
You're like,
cute.
damn, I look perky. I look like I just had my
No,
coffee.
like, okay, so I went in this morning to basically get like all my bandages off because I was still
Right.
bandaged.
I can't,
And
I can't believe she
This
just
morning.
had this
This
morning.
morning.
She had a post-op this morning.
I'm a champ, okay? So, but like, I looked in the mirror and I was like, I couldn't even believe like how like nice like the scarring and everything. Like it did, like, you know, I was like kind of like I told Rob, I was like, hey, I'm like, you know, don't get scared. I'm like, you might see like blood and like, you know, like scarring or whatever. Honestly, for like a week out, like it looked like
They've
very
got
clean.
it down now. You know they have a laser now. They don't do
No, I know. So,
knives and
that's
you don't
what they did
bleed.
with
And then
me,
they
a laser.
when they put you back and then they put you back. I've had like 5 boob jobs. They actually put a glue and you can't even. There's nothing.
no, yeah. So, and he basically told me that he puts this like tape around.
Yeah.
So like instead of like he now like for basically for the healing to start, he puts this like tape that like helps heal really well, he said. And like he goes, I don't even want you putting any like creams or anything on right now. He goes, I just want you to use these tapes. And then like
Yeah.
in a few months we'll laser the scars for you.
That's
The laser
great.
still doesn't work. It's very rare. You literally just have to wait the time for them to
Yeah.
fade.
But I mean, like looking at my plastic surgeon's like page, like what like
Well,
lifts
who
and
is it
stuff-
again? What's his name?
Dr. Molds.
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 Molds, yeah.
Donald Molds.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I never even heard of him. I mean, I've heard of Gabe. I've heard of Ambe. I have never heard of Molds.
Actually, I think him and Ambe like share offices.
oh,
I think I saw them in a post together, but I
Okay.
don't know. I'm not sure.
and so what is the from start to finish? Sorry, on the boob job thing. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
So this is your first job, boob job.
Yeah.
And you went underneath.
Yes, because
Smartest
so,
thing ever. I went through my nipples and my nipples are jacked.
Well, also because okay, so I'm doing a lift, so obviously we were gonna go, but he did go over the muscle. He said even though it's more common now for people to go under the muscle, and it's kind of become the trend again. He said, with my particular case, he wanted to go over the muscle.
That's actually less painful too.
Over the muscle?
No, yeah, over. Under is
okay.
like the most pain. That's
okay.
what you and I have.
Because you already had enough tissue to probably on top of the muscle. Because if you go over the muscle and you don't have anything to start,
You get
Yeah.
rocks
then you
and
just
socks.
it doesn't look right. That's why they
Yeah.
want to go. But if you already had,
I know. Listen, I just told them, give me some Barbie titties, okay?
I saw those will look good.
Yeah.
You're gonna give me a picture of that so I can show the audience.
Only if we're going to make money on OnlyFans, okay?
Yeah.
JK.
Yeah, we always joke like this set seconds isn't only. I'm like, okay, you guys cut. Next group, all these naked porn stars. Oh wait, you're not a naked porn star though. OnlyFans, normal people go on there,
Yeah.
right? Is that
I've never been on the website.
there's
I've
like-
Andrew,
I've
I'm
never
like
been on the
OnlyFans is
website either.
normal
I've
people,
never
right?
seen it either.
I've never
I
seen
just
the
hear about it
website.
all the
I
time.
haven't
a
either.
lot of
I've-
people make a lot of money. That's all
I've
I
never
know.
even Googled it because I didn't want my search engine. So if anyone's watching me, like the man, I didn't want them to see my search as OnlyFans or Pornhub. So I stopped watching porn. And that's good.
No, people make money off their feet. There's like
Yeah.
crazy
Oh, yeah.
feet people.
Yes, this is a real, okay, so the feet thing is a real thing that there's a lot of
Well,
people
yeah,
making
Peyton has
money.
a shoe fetish, or Peyton How do our shoes, Peyton?
Yeah.
Ooh, does it turn you on?
How do we do?
Oh my!
I have cute toes.
I do too.
Anyway, so it's a real thing.
No, listen, okay, I had a girlfriend who was like a hairdresser, and so some guy had like basically like he started sending her messages on Instagram. This is before even like OnlyFans came out. I kid you guys not, like he somehow saw her feet in like a picture, like in one of her posts, and it was like a far away picture too. And he basically was like, hey, like, can I please get more pictures of your feet? Like, I'll send you money. And she thought it was like kind of a joke. And she was like, he goes, I'll Venmo you right now. And so he started like sending her like $50.
Oh wait, I know who this is,
$25.
don't I?
Wait,
I
local
totally know
girl?
who it is.
I
You
don't-
told me. You told me. I know who it is. I'm
I
not
need to
saying
know.
who. I know
Is
you
she
She
told
knew
me.
her ex-boyfriend.
I was like, you
Is she
told me.
here local?
No, she's not. She's not.
I gotta know who this
There's
is.
lots of.
Do I
fetish
know her?
No,
people.
you've never met her.
Oh,
You've
okay.
never met her.
Has she been to my Coachella party?
No.
I'm like,
she has
I can
not.
look back at the cameras.
No, she hasn't. And like, I was like, at one day, I was like, wait, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, he literally was sending her like, $50 here,
Wow.
$25 there.
She pay off her car.
No, I mean, like, I don't know how long it went on for and when it stopped, but she was definitely getting,
I have like messages for like my feet on here, but I've never been offered any money. Just like take a
I told
picture
her,
of
I was
the
like,
bottom
hey,
of
what if
them.
we take a group picture of our
Like
toes?
I swear to God, I'll
It's
show
the
you
we all
weirdest
make
thing
her
in the
with
world.
me?
Peyton, what is it about shoes and feet? Well, we'll have you on next time.
I think it's more about the toes. It's the toes.
It's
Is
the
it
toe. It
toes?
is the toes.
And they like to suck
And
them
also
or
like
what?
how well
but
kept their
Is there a
feet.
correlation?
They have to be like kept.
That's why they
well.
asked to see the bottom.
like cute
Let me
nail
see the bottoms.
polishes.
Is there a correlation between men that love lobster, which is a bottom feeder bug of the ocean, and toes?
No, I don't
No,
think so.
I don't
Because
think
to me,
so.
the bottom of the foot and lobster seem to go hand in hand. And every time I hear about a guy that likes toes, sucking toes, he eats shellfish. And I'm like, that's the most disgusting thing in
I
the
like
world.
shellfish and I wouldn't suck nobody's toes.
I
Yeah.
would never. It's dirt. Like, do you get the
I don't
dirt
want
in
anybody
between?
to suck my toes either.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
And, like,
I'm
you
not
like-
into it.
Who are you hanging out with, Elizabeth?
I know.
That's that dirty.
Well, because like I live on the beach. Could you imagine like you're all making out on the beach? You got sand in your butthole. You're like getting the toes. Like I can only picture it.
You want to hear something crazy? Okay,
This is your
so
sister.
there's
Yeah, I know. Yay for me.
like there's like websites for all kinds of fetishes, right? And when I was like 21 years old, one of my girlfriends, like, she always used to be like, hey, let's go do this like marketing thing, and they pay you like $125. You'd go sit and watch something, or it might have been like a food thing,
Yeah.
like, and you basically fill out a questionnaire, you say how much you liked it, whatever. So she was like, oh, so I found this one, it was like $125, and we're all going to Vegas that weekend, so we're
Yeah.
21 years old, we don't have a lot of money. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. And she was like, it's sneezing. You got to like smell pepper and stuff, and then you have to sneeze. They're going to make you smell a few different things, and you're going to sneeze. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
For $125.
So by the way, I'm
I'm
born
like,
and raised
wait,
in LA.
what?
Oh,
So
yeah, that's
listen,
right. You're a local, Christina.
yeah, so I'm born and raised in LA. So we're in the valley, okay? And we're driving through like a neighborhood, and I'm like, well, there's no businesses here, because most of these places are in like businesses, right? Like strip malls, like it's an office building,
I want to
whatever.
get back to the pepper sniffing.
Wait, I'm getting
That's
that.
what
I'm like, hold on. So,
like,
so
where's this
anyways, it's like
going?
apartment buildings, and I'm like, are you sure we're at the right place? you know, and like, by the way, like there's no like ways or anything. Like we're following like map directions. And then, so we pull up and she she calls the girl and she goes, hey, we're at this like apartment building. And she goes, oh yeah. She goes, you know, it's my apartment building. And I'm like, oh, cool. So we get up there. She opens the door and she was like this like gothic looking chick, you know, and she goes like, oh my God, thank you so much for coming. And we're like, oh, I'm like, what's going on over here? She goes, so basically I have a fetish website and, you know, like, so I'm going to record you guys, but it's only from your like, you know, nose to your mouth. Like, and I'm just going to make you guys smell some stuff and then you're going to sneeze. And I was like,
What the-
And she goes, so I was like, wait, men have a fetish for watching women sneeze? I was like,
Is that why when I'm in the fast track and then I sneeze at the whole...
I'm like, what in the world? I was like, and I was like, I ain't doing it. I didn't do it. My friends did it. My 2 girlfriends did it. I was
You know
just
who
like,
started this stuff? What's the guy that used to go around in Seattle and show his pictures?
Girls Gone Wild.
Girls Gone Wild.
No, fetishes have been around
something.
forever.
Yeah, no, Girls Gone
Yeah.
Wild was just the
Fetishes have
flashing
been-
and
There's something for everyone.
He used to
Yeah.
get beat up
But I'm like
because...
sneezing. Who cares? What?
I
Why would you
I
want
would
to
have
see
sneezed
somebody
if I was
sneeze?
21. And
I don't get
Casey,
it.
Casey,
I
does
might
Nick
not.
have a fetish of anything that we need to know about that you could talk about?
Nope. When you get people alone in closed doors, they like some weird shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't get it.
I've
but-
never experienced that, but for real. Any type
but
of
there's
fetish
8 billion
person.
people. All it takes is a few 100,000 people who really like
It's
something.
usually men. Men,
Of
are,
course.
men are sick.
Okay,
you
there's
know?
4 billion people that are in the
Men are
fetish.
sick.
Men
No,
have
no,
issues.
are you sure that it's sick or are they bored?
But no, I think men
Like,
have
you know, I'm
issues.
done with the
and they get
vagina,
bored.
the
They definitely
ear,
get
the
bored.
mouth, the butthole. Let's see
No,
here. Maybe
like
a toe.
Everybody gets off on something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, to each their own.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
most
know,
most guys are, tits and ass, but some guys just like other things.
Weird.
It's
I had a
Guys like feet and
girlfriend who's
sneezes.
got
to each
like,
his
her
own.
man
To me, as long
only
as I'm
wanted
going
to
to
have
watch
sex
it.
with her while she wore crochet.
Was she what?
She had to wear crochet.
Crochet?
Yeah.
Oh, his mom was probably a crocheter. Or
I was
his
going to
grandma.
say, ew, that
He probably got
sounds
molested by his
a
mom.
like a
No,
grandma.
but like it was something to do. I think
His
with
mommy,
that,
his
but-
mommy issues.
Anyways,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's like if my dad was like a police
No,
officer, I'd be
crochet
like,
for
"Where
a
police
mom.
officer?"
I would
What?
think, like crochet, isn't that like more grandma?
Grandma.
Yeah.
No, but it's like his.
But if
something
he's
about, like,
older,
the
then it's
soft.
mom.
So like we still have this like ongoing joke with her. Like every time I see something crochet, like I'll send it to her. I'll be like,
Oh my God, how weird. That
I
is-
was wearing this really cute pink crochet outfit, like when we were in
Was he just staring at
Stagecoach.
you?
No. But I'd posted it and she wrote, "Oh my God." She goes, "You're into the crochet now too." I was like,
Oh my
"No,
God.
not
Nope.
for those
That's
reasons."
so bizarre.
That's so
Oh
weird.
my
Well,
God.
there's something you can make money with on OnlyFans. You
What?
guys should do like a whole
Crochet?
crochet thing. Yeah.
That is so weird to me.
Yeah, people are weird. People really.
Well-
you get people in closed doors and they finally get to relax, and people are really, really, really weird.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Men.
you
It's men.
think about it. I would much rather
I've known lots of
appease
very
my
weird women.
man's weirdness if he had a fetish than him go to somebody else that would appease it.
Yeah,
So
you want to
kind
like.
of-
I think
You want to know his fantasy, and
Oh, that's my fault. You want to know. You want to know what their fantasies are, and you want to fulfill that fantasy. Like my ex,
Yeah.
I had some weird stuff, but I'm not crazy. And you're gonna do it, but you're
Not
like
crochet crazy.
not crochet crazy,
like how crazy.
not little toe crazy. But you just kind of go, and then it kind of fucks with your head a little bit, and you're like, "Is this whatever?" And then you're like, "Okay." And then after a couple of years of dating, you're like, "Okay, I guess that's normal."
Yeah.
And then you date the next guy, and you're like,
That
"Yeah,
totally wasn't
that was
normal."
not normal."
Like my husband has an obsession with my underwear.
Really carries him to work.
No, wait.
Well, how do you go there? Oh,
Like he
I'm just
will
guessing.
literally, like I swear to God, he will. Like I'll buy new underwear, and then all of a sudden I'm like,
like,
oh
where's
my
my-
God, I'm like, where's all my underwear? You
There
know?
are actually people that will pay for dirty underwear.
Oh, yes.
That
Oh,
you-
no,
they-
I
That's
Wear your
heard.
Yes.
underwear and send it off
Oh,
and get
in
money for
Japan.
it.
in Japan, they've got
yeah.
they've got
They got a vending machine.
vending machines with
Oh,
used
God.
underwear.
Used undies. Yeah.
But they don't want it's. I mean, I'm part Japanese, but they don't want Japanese underwear.
They
Yeah,
want
they want
American.
They want blonde hair, blue eyed.
Oh yeah.
They want American women. They have like I think it's by like nationalities too.
But how
They
could you
choose.
even know that vagina was an American?
I mean, they would
blonde?
know. It could be like
Well, it's
some like.
you could lie.
Do you like pluck a hair? It's brunette. You're like, fuck, wrong
I
one.
feel like
She
nobody
got
has
blonde
hair down there
That's
anymore.
a real.
Yeah,
You can
nobody-
make money making selling dirty
So I also
panties.
heard farts and pubic hair were
Oh,
huge.
farts in a jar.
Farts in a jar. She
Yes.
got sick. That lady who did that actually made herself fart. She was making 45 to 50,000 a month, farting in a jar, and she did it on camera, so they physically saw her, and then she would
She was
take
like taping
they'd
it,
know it was.
or she's just putting the jar.
She
down
put the
there
jar
and
down,
going,
she'd fart in it, and then she would block
Yes.
it. Then she put their name on it on camera, right? And anyway, she got really sick. She got emergency room, almost died.
Why?
I don't
Farting. She was taking
Oh,
stuff
'cause
to
she
make
was
herself.
eating-
her
I see,
digestive
okay.
system
I thought
was
like
failing.
farting's supposed to be healthy.
Not 24/7
Yeah, obviously.
And then that
Not
one,
if you're taking stuff to make
to
you
make
fart.
yourself
Yeah.
fart. Yeah.
and then that one woman, she was a burper, which is just weird to me. Oh my gosh, she was a burper, and she was able to burp whenever she felt like it. Well, it turns out she went to the doctor for it because she couldn't stop burping. She had cancer.
Oh, geez.
So it's the weirdest, weird things that our bodies do that.
I like the weird fetishes where the people eat and talk really, really
Oh.
quietly. That's a huge thing. Yeah, and they get
Wait,
they
what?
sit
they
there-
go like this.
yeah, and then they sit there and they make weird,
where they make the
Oh,
sound.
right.
quiet
like to-
noises.
Oh,
and
that's
they
become like a
eat.
new big thing on like Instagram.
I
Yeah.
like mukbang.
When
I like the
mukbanger.
sounds,
What
too.
does that acronym stand for? It's like NMSR, SMNR. What is it?
Yeah,
called?
something like I don't know what, but
I don't
it's,
know, you've
ASMR?
got like the
yeah, I think it's
perfect nails
ASMR.
for it.
ASMR.
Yeah,
That sounds
Andrew,
right.
we're
ASMR.
jazz like theme somehow. Because I watched
Where
that.
it's like-
I'm like,
I feel like I want
I
to
watched
like
the whole
scratch all
documentary
those
on
nails.
that because it was just. I was like, what?
feels
What
good.
are these people doing? She literally makes $500,000 a year eating and talking really quietly into a mic. I'm like,
I would
really?
be
I can
down
do
for
that.
that.
I would be.
I want to
too.
make some money.
Wasn't that somebody on like YouTube?
Yeah. There's
That's
a
what
whole,
it was. Okay, and it was like kids that were really into it because my one client's kids were like watching it. Like she would get like fast food and all this stuff,
Yeah.
and like she would sit there
and just
like,
really
just like,
quietly
yeah.
eat it.
Yeah, so now what they're
quiet.
doing is mukbang. The guys that are eating it in their cars are like talking really slow. Like, okay, so now I gotta put some juice on there. I'm gonna go ahead and get some sauce. You guys see the
Yeah,
sauce?
and it's so
This is like the
weird.
triple burger.
Oh, because the guys are making it like more sexual, but I mean, I would never want to
yes.
watch a guy talking like that.
I
eating
love
his
watching
food.
men
I'm
eat.
like,
Okay, I do have fetish.
there you go.
Brad
You have
Pitt
a fetish.
eating food. Oh,
Well,
on
who
my
would-
way, honey.
yeah.
I'm right here. If you see this show, Brad, I have a cheeseburger waiting for you. Just I don't cook very well, but I will cook something for you. Just to be like this.
I will
He
Uber
sits
eat something for
He
you.
sits against the wall
I'll
and he's like
order
this.
it from Mastro's.
And although the men in movies that eat, they've nailed it because I could sit there and watch that. I love watching men eat. Just
I
them
can't stand watching
See,
people
I
eat.
don't. I'm like,
Really, I love it.
Did you ever watch the movie Inglourious Bastards? In one of the scenes, it's like
I've
10 minutes long. He's talking to this girl and eating the entire time. And I had to leave the theater until it was over because it just drove me crazy.
Yeah.
He sits there and it's the same thing. He's talking quietly and the mic
George
is.
Clooney and Brad Pitt do that in every movie. If you notice, every movie they're eating.
I mean, there's food
Okay.
porn, all kinds of.
It's like food.
yeah, that's exactly
From
what that
all
would be
the
like.
TV shows, movies I've ever seen, do you guys know what movie, what TV show it was that I swear to God they had the most eating scenes in? Like literally, like almost every scene was like
Supersize me.
no.
I feel like
Sopranos.
Sopranos. I was like, they eat
Really?
all the time
Oh,
in
I'm like-
dining rooms.
Okay,
They were
when I watch
constantly eating.
Sopranos, I either want a glass of wine or I get hungry. Like literally every other scene in Sopranos, they're either drinking wine. I mean, there's obviously a lot of drinking too, but a lot of eating, especially with
I never noticed.
James
I never
Gandolfini.
noticed.
Well, that's because Italians like that's their thing.
Well,
right?
no, that's
like,
where like the mob bosses would meet. They'd meet at a
Yeah.
diner or a restaurant because then like the
or
FBI
like the
couldn't
meat
hear
market
them.
that they own. They, where
Yeah.
they
You
ran
look
over.
like a mob boss wife,
Or
but a
the-
hot one.
I
yeah.
love that.
You would love that.
She looks like a mob boss wife. That's just her mob guy has money.
Wait, so it was my one girlfriend's birthday recently.
So
and
do
we
you,
did like
Casey.
a mob wives theme. And so we went to this new restaurant out here. By the way, you should check it out. It's called Molo. So it's
Okay.
where Sabatino's used to be.
Molo. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh my God, the food is amazing. And by the way, so they had one of the old rooms that they hadn't redone yet from like when it was Sabatino's. And we all sat back there and we were in our furs and stuff. And like some of my girlfriends came like dressed like
Just dressed like mob wives.
I thought I was like totally playing the role, but then I told them I was like, you guys look like my stripper friends from Sopranos.
Oh, I
okay?
thought you guys all
Half the
looked
housewives.
good.
Well, I was like, okay, well, two of them were like wearing wigs. I was like, all right. I'm like, the mob wives didn't really wear the wigs, but they looked adorable anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, we all looked hot, don't get me wrong, but I was just making a joke because I like really took it to the next level with the fur.
I always thought all the Orange County housewives look like mob wives because they don't look as elegant as you think Orange County women look like. You just see them, and you're like,
I don't know if I would call them mob wives, but anyway.
well, not mob wives, but they.
not
Okay,
that
you're
cool.
right.
A movie mob wife,
Yeah.
Except for you.
not a real one.
Well, who was your favorite to film with?
My favorite to film with. The most exciting to film with.
Favorite.
Oh, favorite.
Or I mean, like
I'm gonna have to say
Pleasure to
my
be
favorite to
around.
film with
Yeah.
was Kelly Dodd because she was sort of crazy. Like she was unpredictable, but she was
she's so
nice
much
to
fun.
me. And so Bronwyn was my worst because she was like reaching to try and get something out of me or out of anything.
well, okay, but by the way, that's how you and I
Oh, by
became
the way,
friends.
okay, we're gonna do the intro
Yeah.
later, but so Andrew, Christina and I met on the set of, or actually on Instagram. She reached out to me.
No.
How did I meet you?
This is how we met. Okay, so Bronwyn
She's
was
my
like,
makeup artist.
hey, like, so I had met Bronwyn.
Oh,
through
you were
my-
working for Bronwyn.
No. Well, wasn't really at the
Never
time.
mind.
but-
She was a client.
No, not yet. I had met her through one of my girlfriends. Okay, and so like Bronwyn, like, and I hung out one time, and then she was like,
You
"Oh my
hung
god."
out?
Like just
Or
went
did you-
out, went out. No.
I'm just asking for a friend.
No, definitely not me. But anyway, so basically she was like, "Oh my god, like, can we plan a night out and like I'll invite a few of my friends and like let's all meet up at your house and then let's go out." I was like, "All right, cool." And then she was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna invite my friend Elizabeth, and you have to meet her. She's so much fun." And
See, I was her friend at that time. That was
yes,
good. So,
but
I
this
mean-
is before you got on the show.
no,
too.
I was already on it. I had to go to these parties to meet them.
Yeah, but I mean, like I'm saying, you hadn't started filming yet.
Right, and I wasn't supposed to tell anybody I was on it. So I was hanging out with these girls, and none of them knew I was the new housewife. I just had to hang out with them, act like I didn't.
Yeah.
Like,
So, anyways, but I'll never forget. Like, she kept like talking about Elizabeth, saying all these things, and then anyway, so it's like I think it was a Friday or Saturday night. So like all of a sudden my doorbell rings and I go and open it and it was Elizabeth, and she's like, "Hi," and her hair was like all curly and looking crazy, and she was wearing this like blue T-shirt it was like a sailor T-shirt. I forget exactly what it said on it, and she was wearing jeans and her hair was all like crazy, and I'm like. She goes, "I'm here for a party." And I was like, "Oh." I'm like, she goes, "I'm Elizabeth." I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like,
Were you
Really?
going to a party?
oh yeah, that was right on your roof.
yes.
There was no party.
Yeah, it was on
it
your
was
roof.
like
She had a party.
There was like 12 of us. We were all
Okay,
gonna
there
go
was also
out.
that one casting agent guy that was there.
Yes.
The really nice one.
Yeah. My friend Matt.
Matt,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
gonna say,
So, anyways, but it was about 12 of us. But like Elizabeth was the first one to get there, and then she
I
was
lived
like,
right down the street.
Yeah, she did. And then I was like, "Wait," I'm like, "Are you here?" She goes, "My ride's down. He's gonna wait for me." And I was like, "Her ride." He waited out there for a really long time.
It's okay.
But anyway, so that's how we first met.
No
So there
drinking
was
and driving.
Yeah,
Good call.
we don't do that around
Yeah,
here.
we don't do that around here.
And so anyway, so basically a bunch of us went out that night. We had a really good time. We
Yeah.
ended up at Balboa
I
Bay
went to your
Club.
roof and everyone was really nice. And I
Yeah.
was like, and I already knew what I was getting into. And I was trying to get to know everybody in that circle because I'm sort of more not dress uppy person. I don't hang out with that type of atmosphere, which is a bunch
Yeah.
of girls
Yeah.
and men that are flamboyant and just hanging out. So I was very like thrown out of my element. So I just started drinking. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
I'm just gonna literally put some down. And
Okay, let's just say there was a lot of drunk people
a
at the
lot
end
of
of the
alcohol
night.
that night.
A lot.
Okay,
Everybody
Is that the
was
same night
hammered.
Bronwyn tried to make out with me. Or
I
no?
think so,
Yeah,
probably.
and then I was like, no, because her husband was creepy, just staring at me like this.
oh, maybe
bar.
that was his fetish.
The one in Laguna, and he was just staring at me, and I'm like, at the very end of the night, that Bronwyn chick was like, she's like, let's go back to my house or whatever she said. I don't even know what the fuck she said. She was hammered, and I go, you need to take your wife, and because everyone was staring at me as if I was a.
Elizabeth left to set Balboa Bay Club. I was like, all of a sudden I was like, wait, where'd she go?
I could
then,
not
like,
do it. I was
somebody was like, I think she left. And I was like,
Irish
oh, okay.
goodbye.
I was
That's my
going to
favorite.
say, yeah.
I love Irish
No,
goodbye.
I think when everyone gets drunk and if I want to hang out with a chick, it's not going to be Hammered who's got a weird husband staring at me, and it's not going to be because of my choice. It'll be because of the alcohol. So I knew I should just go home. It's not by choice.
You were actually smart.
It's either because I'm desperate and I'm drunk, or it's not because I'm like,
So anyway, so that was the first time we hung out, and then the second time was at this. It was her birthday party. Remember?
Where?
She did it at her.
Oh yeah, at the birthday party where I
the
met
house
Emily
in
and everybody.
Spyglass.
Yes.
No.
I met
Emily was there.
Emily.
Emily was
So
there. Yeah.
whose house did that birthday party end up happening at?
Oh my god!
Because I remember
She
that
wa-
whole.
Okay, so she did want to do it at my house, and
It was at Bronwyn's birthday party, right?
it was
It
Brahma's
was a good
birthday
party, by
yeah.
the way.
It was at Kim Marie's house. our
Kim
friend
Marie.
yeah.
Okay.
And what a shit show that night was. I mean,
Well, and I was told by the producers, okay, you got to go meet all the ladies. Just don't say a word. So I wear the skin tight. Cause after I met you guys, I'm like, damn. I gotta
Gotta
and
step
I'm all
up my
juicy.
game.
I'm like going through a divorce. I'm fat. I'm like, okay, I can squeeze in this blue dress and make it. I get there. I can't breathe. There's the casting director, and I already know everybody, but I'm not supposed to know everybody. So I'm meeting Emily. I'm taking photos because they're like, get a couple photos. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, why are you? She's probably like, why are you taking photos with me? You just met me. I'm like, click.
okay, but then you remember, so that was like in November, and then obviously, so
was fun.
at the time, my other friend was auditioning also, so there was like
Who was
three of
that?
them. Jen Armstrong.
Oh yeah. She got the next season.
Yeah, she did. So there was three people left. It was basically Elizabeth, Jen, and somebody else, and so like all three of their interviews were going to be on the same day, like their final green screen interviews. So I was doing Elizabeth's makeup.
Yeah.
And then
I think I was there, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were there.
We
You
showed
were there.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I pictures of that.
And then I was doing Jen's makeup right after. So I think it was I think it was
You were cheating on
first.
Jen with me, but then you cheated on me with
No, it
Jen.
was
So
Jen
you know all
first,
the
and then
secrets.
Yeah, it was Jen first, and then I
Between
had
all
to
of
do
these
her.
women.
But I remember,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, why do you
know
think she's
hers.
perfect?
but I remember I was like, okay, so Elizabeth came with like this like big suitcase full of clothes, and she's like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet. And I was like, what? I'm like, how do you not know what you're gonna wear? And then she was like, and by the way, she goes like, I don't want to really do a lot of lashes. She goes, no lashes. Can we just do mascara? And I was like, no. I'm like, we're not doing makeup.
don't wear
without-"
makeup.
No, she literally was like, I don't want lashes. I was like,
She is a little bit of a tomboy, but not recently.
Today,
you cannot
I
live without
feel-
lashes.
Christina, today I dressed up for
she
you.
knows I would make fun of her if she didn't.
Okay, so anyway, you dressed me up beautifully. And that picture actually was one of the pictures after your hair and makeup that circulated during the entire season of The Housewives.
No, I think that was probably the second one. No, because it was the one in the pink dress is what you're probably talking about. That was your first confessional.
No, the
look.
one where I'm wearing my robe and you just took a random photo of me in my robe with after my hair and makeup. That one
Okay, no,
circulated.
so that was okay. So obviously that was already filming. That was filming during
Oh, it was, okay,
this is
okay.
your actual like before, like it was like your last green screen interview before they
okay.
were like, okay, you got the
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
That's basically like
Yeah.
I had to drive
Yeah.
you down. It was like somewhere over in Irvine, right?
yes, exactly.
yeah.
No, you wore this red outfit. I still got the
I
picture.
tried to get Casey
We
to
could
be
do
a
a total
housewife.
before and after or later of how I worked on you during the season.
Yeah, so
said
wait,
no.
basically I went in as a tomboy. And you know me, I've never done my hair and makeup. I glued these on yesterday. 10
Oh my
minutes-
God. Well, do you remember when we
Whatever,
okay.
they look good.
It was
She's
She
a
literally
piano
did-
singer at heart. So
She
really
literally
has
glued
this-
those on
this-
herself.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh, I
okay.
thought you were kidding.
her first confessional look, you remember we were doing it in the garage, right?
yeah.
And so it was
Because
like
we had COVID.
yeah. So it was like the first
Oh,
day
God.
and it was already hot. So like I think her garage actually had AC, but you couldn't leave the AC on because of the noise, right?
Yeah.
So I remember like, we do her hair and her makeup and she's like, I don't want any hair extensions. I'm like, why? You need them. She was like, no, I don't want any hair extensions. I was like, fine. I was like, what about your nails? Like I had a nail lady who was like coming to my house and like doing my nails. I'm like, you got to get your nails done, And she was like, okay, fine. So then I scheduled my nail lady. She ended up later canceling her, right? Of course, like she even did this on the day of the reunion. I had scheduled somebody to come spray tan her at the house because I was like, you need to get a spray tan. And she was like, okay. And then I find out she cancels the girl. She goes, I don't need it, honey. I'm good. I'll just, I'll go lay out or something like that. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm going to kill you.
She doesn't want any maintenance.
No, but
Yeah.
anyways,
Maintenance.
so with the nails, listen, so it's the morning of the confessional. We're going to film it in the garage. And I'm like literally like getting all my stuff ready to get to her house. And she's like, I canceled the nail lady and I have no nails. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, well, do you want me to grab you some like press-ons? I'm like, I've never even put a press on, but I'm like, We'll just do it, okay? I remember
She's panicking. I could sense her voice.
I was like,
She was more panicked for you than you were
Than
for
you were.
yourself.
I'm like, you can't go on TV in your first confessional look and have like chubby, stubby little nails, you know? Like, I'm like, not
watch me.
happening. No, we put them on. So I went and got her press
She
on.
looked beautiful when she
And apparently
Yeah.
she liked it.
Wait,
because
let me
she
see
keeps-
all your nails. Did you do them today?
I get
I'm
my
getting
nails on
to it
Friday.
myself.
Casey wins.
But, yeah, Casey wins.
Casey wins. Casey wins.
know.
Mine are
Andrew,
always
let's
just
see your
clean.
nails.
Mine are probably dirty because I actually do.
Okay. So, I mean, ultimately, I think,
But you remember we stuck them on, we pressed them on.
did we press on the nails?
Yeah, we
Oh my
did.
God,
And
how
then, like,
embarrassing.
you know, she had like a little table and I left because I couldn't stay in there. I had to leave. They don't want any
Yeah,
other
COVID hit.
That was
me.
didn't you have to wear like a whole plastic thing over the front of
Yeah.
your face too, like a visor and
She
a
had
mask?
to do the visor, and we couldn't.
That
have-
was when I was doing the makeup by myself at her house, no. But when we went into the offices,
Yeah. They
like
made
a
you
few
wear
months
them.
later, they were making us wear the mask, the shield.
They had a
and-
COVID supervisor that if
Oh
you
my
were
God.
caught
They would drive us
10 feet or
crazy.
15 feet next to somebody, they would ding you and they closed down production. We couldn't even.
But by the way, hold on. But by the way,
Okay.
when we were eating together in our same little cubicle,
yeah,
of a
you're
room,
able to take off the mask during
we
eating.
were okay
right next to each
to
other.
eat.
It made
We
no
were
sense.
okay to
Yeah,
eat
it
and take
was-
our mask off.
It
It
was
was
the
a-
craziest.
But as long as you play by the
time.
rules, which
Yeah.
the Evolution Media was so professional, and we all were too,
Yeah.
and you were. Everybody just knew that if we didn't play by the rules, as ridiculous as they were, we were going to get shut down. And we needed to create a show that would entertain people during COVID because we were like, there's nothing to do but watch TV. We got to make this something.
Yeah.
We only got how many shows out of that season with you?
15.
No, I don't think it was. I think
With
Andrew,
with
you
the
were on.
reunion,
I
I
think
think
it was
with
like 12.
Wait, what season am I? 15,
I
right?
think. I think there was 15 with the
I'm-
confession too. 2-episode confession. I think that's what
Season,
she told me.
uh,
I've
I
never
wanna
seen
say
this
if
yet.
it was-
Season 15, RHOC COVID season 15 survivor on my Instagram.
Yeah. Well, I want to say it was about 12 episodes.
12, yeah, it wasn't that many.
Because
But
you
what's the
remember,
norm?
it's usually about 16, 17, right?
I don't know.
But what happened was like they were a
thought it
month
was
into
20.
they were a month into filming, you remember? And we all went to Palm Springs because
Yeah.
it was Bronwyn's
Yeah, what did we
fake
re-wedding engagement?
Oh, and it was
renewal of
raining.
their
It
vows.
was raining
Yes,
though.
yes.
That was like in
we came home to a
February.
little
Dude,
flood
she
at our house.
spent a lot
Wait.
of money trying to be famous.
We
That
can
was
remember
crazy.
You
we
asked
got
me
to
to
our
go.
house. Our house was like flooding, so we were a little bit late. But anyways, and it was literally right after that was the last time you guys filmed anything, and then they stopped production, and then like COVID basically the whole world stopped
Yeah.
and everything was like done.
Yeah.
And then I think it was in end of May is when they started doing the confessionals, and then you guys started
Yeah.
like filming again.
It was a disaster. I joined the Housewives because I thought I'm getting divorced. It was an opportunity. It was great. And I was like, okay, this will be fun to work with these women, get to know them. You couldn't even talk to them. I didn't even get to know anybody. Like they said, don't talk, move over there. So I'm in separate rooms doing confessionals without even a producer. They had to go in the other room.
Wait,
They had to they gave me an iPhone to film
I was
myself.
going to say, didn't they give you
Oh, that was
to like
in the office. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, in the garage
It's
when she was
crazy.
filming in the garage,
Nobody was in there,
She
just
was
me.
actually filming with a computer Zoom. The producer was on the Zoom with her
in another
and then
area.
they were filming her with a camera, like a cell phone camera,
Yeah.
an iPhone.
No
That's what they were
air.
using
I had
it.
boob sweat. She couldn't come in and fix my hair.
Nothing, like, I
had
basically had to
best
do it
I
and
could. And
Or
then
hide
when
in
my
the other
makeup
room and
would,
do it.
I had boob sweat. They were like, Elizabeth, you've got
No,
dots,
you just-
sweat here. I had nobody to put a blow dryer, so I just if you watch my confessionals,
And it was like
I
a
look
hot month. You remember
horrible.
that?
Yeah.
Like every time it was like, usually I'm like, this month's like freezing still in Newport.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, it was like hot.
It was crazy just filming in COVID, but having you there, they wouldn't even take care of any hair and makeup. They're like, well, because it's COVID, you don't need hair and makeup. So we're not going to take care of them. So I had to take care of my own hair and makeup. We all had to take care of
but
ourselves.
except for confessionals. For confessionals,
Yeah, confessionals
they
that took care of you. Yeah, yeah. But it was crazy. I think that I didn't really have fun because
It was just
I had fun-ish. But
But
it
if it
was just
wasn't-
different. It was
I didn't
because
But if
there
it
was so
wasn't a
many
COVID
rules.
year, it'd been a lot
Yeah.
better.
But you know what's great is I get to say I literally filmed an entire awesome one of the original Housewives shows because Orange County is the original OG of the Housewives. I was on the original OG Housewives show during COVID. It's crazy that I actually even though because there's a lot of seasons. I got the one season that was just fucked. I mean, that's the story of my life. I never get like the ride where I get the red carpet. Like everybody watch What Happens Live. Andy Cohen couldn't even remember my name. He called me Wendy.
I don't remember that.
No. And then your Watch What Happens Live, you remember, was you had to do it at your house too.
Yeah, I did do it at my house.
It was Zoom.
We had nothing. And it was just like.
And then they literally started like.
It wasn't their fault. It was COVID.
I want to say a month after that, like they started like. Or maybe, no, it was like a couple months after is when they started doing in-person again.
But I didn't get any press.
like a
I didn't
year
get any
before
red
you did
carpets.
anything.
I didn't get to go
Yeah.
to New York. I didn't get to meet Andy, but during the finale when he was way far away, Evolution did such a good job trying to make sure we were still in production that to this day, I was watching them because I love production. It's creative to me just to watch how their producers were so great. I thought, you know what? If they can get through COVID, they can make this happen. So when we saw the final edits, it was awesome. I was like, God, they did a good job. Well, because we all had
pulled it
iPhones.
off.
We didn't have real cameras. We had our iPhone. They said, okay, film yourself with your iPhone in the back of the room getting ready. So we were just like,
Yeah.
yeah, they did a good job. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and
For what it was, yeah.
okay, so why haven't they picked you to be out in the Housewives? Is what I want to know. Because you auditioned last year, right?
I did actually.
And
But it was just one of the like a Zoom, and then they turn it in.
You're perfect.
Well, thank you.
You're a
think so
gossip
too.
queen. You're a bitch.
Gossip
You're
queen,
like
bitch.
talk about people behind their backs. You're like the best ever.
Maybe the
I
best
say
TV.
shit to
She
people's
really
faces,
would.
okay?
Yeah, okay, but you would say it to their faces what you say behind their backs. So you're blunt like that. But you also
for
have
sure.
really good physique.
It's got to have a certain personality to get on that show.
Yeah, you're from Orange County.
thank
You
you.
have a beautiful mansion on the water. You're married to a crazy fuck. It's awesome. Your husband's crazy.
I mean, I think he would be more popular than me.
He
on the show
would
right
be. So hopefully you'll get on it next year.
now. Well, I mean, the show comes back, I think, in July. It airs.
What
in July.
season are they on?
17?
73?
How many seasons
Only
since I've been on there?
17? How is that possible from COVID? Like, has
No.
it been
Then
3
No,
years?
it's 18.
Season 18
No,
then, yeah.
Is it
because
season
2020
19?
was 15. So it's 2024, so it should
Oh
be
my
19.
God, we are the worst housewife people
okay.
ever.
So it should be 19. This should be 19.
I don't know.
I don't. Somebody look that up.
But
Yeah.
you know,
I was
can
like,
I
I'm curious.
my favorite one's back on right now, and that's Jersey.
Oh, why does everybody watch Jersey? I've never seen
it's
it.
the
I mean, I've seen
best.
kind of clips.
Because
of
it's
it.
just
love it.
messy and they're all crazy tan.
Aren't they mob wife chicks?
I love
spray
Miami.
tan.
They look
I mean,
like
I
mob
love.
wives?
I
Miami
honestly,
too.
I
I
love
feel like
all of them.
Miami is
I
the
think
best.
they all like. They have such a good cast, and like everybody is just so good. And by the way, like everybody looks amazing on the show. Like all the women have had like the best work done.
Doesn't somebody go to prison last year from Jersey?
No.
No, I thought that was Utah.
was
No,
a
that's
long time.
Utah.
Salt Lake City, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was hard for me to watch.
Okay,
when
so
you
give
were
me
on.
who's on Jersey now?
Jersey is Teresa, Melissa.
Oh, Teresa's still on there.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
it's
don't
all the
know.
same people, isn't it? Like
I
the
mean, like
originals?
I think. Well, no, they have two new girls from last year that are still on it. Danielle and oh my God, I'm having a little blank on the other girl, the Fuda girl, the dark haired girl.
Don't look at me. Does anybody else watch
Why
Housewives?
can't I think of her name? But anyway, so and then there's Margaret, and there's Dolores.
Okay.
Like she's my fave.
Yeah, I love
Dolores. Oh, you watch
I love-
Housewives.
I
That's
know.
right.
I was
love
like,
them.
I don't. Well, it was kind of hard to watch when you were on there. So you're like, you're not a good housewife. I'm like, it's hard.
Yeah. So Dolores. So how many people? How many cast members do they have?
I think they're like 7 or 8.
And those
right
girls
now.
are raw, right? They're
Yeah.
raw.
Well, no, they're
They are.
like, they're good TV. I mean, nobody.
They're
is
just
quiet.
really good TV. Yeah.
Nobody is
There's 7
quiet.
of them.
And the guys
I
really
was gonna
make
say
Seven
it.
of
the
them.
husbands are worse.
There's 7.
Yeah.
Are you googling it? Andrew's
Yeah, of course.
okay, so there's some, no.
No, there's 17 seasons of
No,
of
but the
Housewives.
okay, so the guys really make that show too. Like it's the
the
whole
guys.
dynamics.
No,
but listen, look,
guys are bitches on there.
these no, I mean the
Yeah,
guys
they
are
are.
You
so
have to
funny.
be.
Okay, like
You
they
wanna
really
be
Your
in a
are.
team.
diamond ring is blinding
I know.
me. It's in the
I
light.
know. I love it.
All I see is like this light because of the light.
It's beautiful.
Look at
It is
that
really
ring.
pretty.
You should be
Gorgeous.
on Mob Wives.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick would
you.
love that. He's like, yo, okay.
Yeah.
You get in my tour bus, honey. so then what about New York? Are they still doing New York? Because I know that
Yeah, so they-
Dorinda. I love Dorinda, but she's no longer on there.
No,
right?
yeah, they're not. So they, obviously New York, they did a whole new cast of
Oh,
women
yeah,
last
okay,
year.
okay.
And
No, I don't know. So you got to tell me.
I started watching it like kind of later into the season, but
Okay. Is it
you know,
good?
It is good. Yeah, I liked it. They're all younger. They're
talking
like
about the
super
new one?
hip. Yeah.
I didn't because I
I got into it
old
like
New
later.
York.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I felt the
But
same way.
I do miss the OGs of New York. I mean, like New York used to
They
be
were
one
my
of my
fave.
favorite ones too. Yeah. Like I don't care. Like Ramona.
See, Ramona was amazing. I mean,
I loved her.
did watch pieces of that because you get segments on Instagram, and I
Yeah.
loved watching those.
Ramona, Dorinda, like Luann, like I mean, they
Yeah,
were
wait,
just,
what happened to
Sonia
Luann?
Morgan? Like I mean, like those.
They got their own spin-off show.
Because Luann is
Sonia
on the cover of
Luann.
People, I think.
Short
Yeah,
one,
but it was still cute.
Wait, Luann just made the cover of People. I saw her on People
I'm
magazine.
sure she did.
I mean,
Why?
Like I would actually love to hang out with all of them.
yeah,
they're so much fun.
They should get their own show together. Those ladies.
I
'cause
pray
were
They did
killer.
a spin off like one of those vacation ones, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, the
Yeah.
girls
Oh,
trip.
but
The girls
still,
trips. Yeah.
Please bring them back, Bravo.
Please, Bravo. We would love to bring. I would actually start watching if the New York ones.
Yeah, I was like, they just got to bring the OGs back. I mean, listen, they could do both, right? They could do the OGs.
I
Yeah.
don't see why they can't.
Hey, I'll start one and then I'll just bring them all on. How about that? We can call it the OGs of.
But wait, let's talk
Something.
about Luann's body. Like,
Really?
I pray
Oh,
that we
she's-
can all like have that body.
She's
Like,
always had a really good body.
But how
Yeah.
old is she?
she's
She's like 60,
Google.
60 something.
How old is Luann?
How old
I don't even know who
New
we're
York
talking
Housewives.
about.
I want to say
It's
she's
insane.
definitely in her
I don't
50s.
either.
I got
Andrew, your
lost
shirt
along.
says dead inside but still horny. Okay, so wait, how old is Luann, Andrew? Andrew's our Google. And we call Andrew Andre.
What is she on?
Alexa,
What is she on?
Andre, what's
New York. Luann, do
how
it.
old is Luann?
Luann.
Della
Real
Steps.
Housewives
Oh,
of New York.
do it. I was like,
Yeah.
58.
50. I said in
Okay,
her, she's in her later
but
50s.
She looks amazing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like her body is
But she
so
takes
tight.
really good care of herself.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, all of these women look really great. I have to
agreed,
say.
but she
like
her body is like wow.
You know who has a great body now is the Pretty Mess.
oh,
Who's
Erica
that?
Jane.
Erica
is hot.
Jane.
Wait,
oh,
she
she's
just
like
did
my
this-
hero.
Yeah,
I
she
love
just
her.
did this
I love her.
shoot. Somebody had sent me pictures of it today. It was like one of my girlfriends on Instagram had sent it to me, and I was like, she looks fucking amazing.
No, is she on Ozempic or Mounjaro or anything?
I don't know, but whatever she's on, whatever she did, it doesn't even matter.
It's
I don't.
working.
She looks.
No,
she
no,
said
but what
she's
I'm
amazing.
saying
hormones
is
and stuff,
men
but-
have-
But she works out a lot.
No,
and
men
stuff,
have
too.
Viagra. Ladies, men have Viagra.
I'm not
Women
mad
have
at
Ozempic
anybody.
and Mounjaro now.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
And
if you're gonna,
Wegovy.
I'm
and,
sorry, but you guys got your dicks. You had heart medicine. You turned it into a dick medicine. So just because Ozempic works for our bodies, stop shaming us, okay?
Listen, there's no, okay, like I know one of the only people who actually publicly like admitted that, like, hey, like everybody else is doing
Osbournes.
it. No, Dolores.
I was no,
Oh,
not
Dolores
just
did.
Dolores.
Okay.
Yeah.
Margaret also.
Oh, yeah,
I
think
did
Margaret
it too.
yeah.
And so did somebody else.
Not
like
right
admitted
this
it
minute,
as well.
But Dolores was like, she goes, well, everybody else is doing it. Why shouldn't I?
It
The
works.
Jen Fessler chick.
oh yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna like condone it because you get sued for condoning it,
Oprah
but
did it,
it
right?
worked for me.
It's technically legal now.
Well, no, but it is.
Yeah,
it's not
been approved
illegal.
It's been
no,
approved by
been
the
approved
FDA
loss.
for weight loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
they're
not mad at
But-
anybody.
I have no idea
No.
what the actual side effects are going to be. So we'll find out next
Andrew,
week.
dick medicine
wait.
either. There's
No,
still
I get it.
there's an
And I'm not saying
85-year-old
that's good
having
either.
a
It's supposed to be bad for your liver,
25-year-old
okay? Wait.
because of Viagra.
No, just saying is they don't really know, and we will find out eventually. Just like all these other things that they're just like, sure, throw it on the market.
Okay, but
and then
not-
later they're like,
you know what I say? Well, holding a cell phone to your ear is supposed to be really bad too. Okay.
But we have 25 years,
rather be
30 years
skinny.
of data now to say that, yeah, we got chances we're not going to die.
If you're
Yeah.
not diabetic,
But we're
I mean,
1 year into it.
No,
in
no.
the
They've
exhibit.
had Ozempic style stuff for diabetes for years and years.
Yeah.
That's the only reason
for
why they
diabetes.
released
Okay,
it.
here's a perfect
Right?
What's
example.
the
Yeah.
age,
It's
not-
Andrew?
it's not
It
all
is
gonna-
2024. They just
I know,
released it to the general
that's why,
public.
and I'm saying that's why it's in the general public.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping it's super healthy and it does. There's not
It's
tons of
not
side
like,
effects.
you know,
I'm hoping.
long-term effects. Is
But you
the-
don't know, just kinda like
long-term
everything.
effects.
Botox.
no, I know.
When there's billions of dollars to be made,
Listen,
they're
one
not
of
going
my
to care about your
girlfriends,
health.
she's a doctor and she has nothing to do with like, she doesn't prescribe Mounjaro or like any of the semaglutides or whatever. But she said, she goes, from the little that I've like read about it and like looked into it, she goes, I honestly don't see anything wrong with it. She goes, like, you can be on it forever if you want. And I was like,
So no, so
awesome.
Andrew, just so you know,
That's great.
So I think you're thinking more like bad things, but we actually have a client, his brother, who was literally on a transplant list for his liver. Like not like a heavy drinker or anything. He just had something that happened to where his liver was just like he was dying.
Wow.
And so his
Liver
and he was
failure.
overweight. And so his doctor, because my husband, we had him in the car and he's like, how's your brother? And I was like, why'd you even ask? And he goes, oh, and he goes, he's doing great. And we're like, oh, did he get his transplant? And he goes, no. He goes, his doctor put him on Ozempic. Like he said, this is kind of our last resort since he didn't have anything else. Put him on Ozempic. All of a sudden, his liver I guess like your liver regenerates. The guy's completely healthy.
Yeah. Your liver
and
really,
he like is fit and everything. So now he's on Ozempic forever.
I think for some people it's good for them.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
I
like
mean, they're
anything.
finding out
obese
things in
well,
general.
like 100 people could take it, but one person could get really bad.
I know,
No,
but I
for
think
sure.
You don't know who you are.
I think they're finding out good things as well.
Yeah,
Like
no, there's absolutely good things about it. I'm just saying is they don't really know fully what it's actually going to be long term. Now it's
Like if it
odds
could
are
cause
it's probably
permanent
going to be
damage,
Yeah,
you know?
like the stomach paralysis is what's been going around.
Odds are
Pancreatitis.
long term, I'm gonna look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be ready to mingle. When I'm like this, I'm gonna be like damn.
Pancreatitis, like that's been like some cases of that, you know,
Mhm.
and like my doctor had told me about like a girl, like she got it or whatever, like he goes, it can happen, like for sure.
Yeah, oh,
you know?
absolutely.
But have
Just
you
like
guys
any
heard of
drug. You take
Ozempic
aspirin, it
babies?
could kill you.
Well, oh yeah, okay. So I heard
This is-
Ozempic
this is a
babies.
real thing.
Casey, start doing Ozempic. Women
Oh,
are
yeah,
getting
women are getting more
pregnant on
pregnant.
Ozempic.
Yeah.
yes.
I have to tell you something.
Okay.
We're pregnant already.
You're pregnant right
Our
now.
surrogate is pregnant.
Oh, the surrogate. I mean, is pregnant.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
amazing.
How far?
You're pregnant. I want to hug
When-
you.
We're 8 weeks pregnant.
So when's the due date?
Oh my
When's the due
god.
December, Christmas baby.
We're all gonna
Oh,
be.
no.
I know, you're gonna be an
auntie.
auntie.
Auntie Elizabeth.
Oh my god, I got goosebumps. Look, I was just like so excited.
I'm like, see, and she's doing it the perfect.
Look, you still have that body and that dress because you were drinking champagne. I'm like, huh?
I know, I'm like, we're
yeah,
pregnant.
Sarah.
It
Well,
was-
she said,
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
That's
she
what I'm gonna
gets
be
to
like at
it.
the baby shower too.
Nick, congratulations. That is amazing. From all of us ladies, we can't believe
So do you know
it.
if it's a boy or girl
Congratulations.
yet?
A boy.
Oh, nice.
Baby boy.
Oh, so you guys got a boy?
That's amazing.
God
Yeah.
dang.
So
Any
you guys
names?
selected the boy purposely, right?
Yeah, we
Okay, yeah.
selected. We transferred one embryo, and it worked the first time. Thank
How long
God.
were you holding that in just now?
I know.
She's so quiet over here. And I'm like, she's a boom explosion.
No, when she leaned over, she goes, I have something
She's like,
to tell
mic
you.
drop.
Yeah, she says,
Can't do
mic
it.
drop,
Hold it in any
bam.
longer.
Oh my God. Are you excited or
Well,
what?
Yeah,
That's
we're so
that's
excited.
better.
Do you
I know,
feed
Nick
the
is so
lady
excited.
that's having the baby?
She is so cute. She's so sweet. She lives in Menifee, so she's right down the street, and she's married with 2 kids.
Oh, where'd you
Two
find
kids
her?
under 2.
Oh, so she's already had 2 kids,
Like
so you
her
might actually get an
surrogacy
earlier
program.
baby.
I don't know. She has small babies. She's small. She's 110 pounds. Because I wanted
Oh,
to have
wow.
twins, but our doctor said no, she's too tiny. So we went
How
with
did you
one.
pick her?
We actually went through 3 surrogates to find her. And
Why didn't you pick
Interview.
some
Like,
juicy girl?
Tell us
I
like
know.
how
Interview
you
style?
I met her and I just liked her vibe.
Yeah,
Um,
her energy was cool.
And I had a past history with parasitic infections. So I did these tox burden tests over the past year, lots of blood work to figure out my health, like detoxing,
yeah. Oh, that's right. You had
biohacking,
some
all that.
issues.
So I sent our first surrogate a tox burden test to see what toxin load she was carrying. This is not the one I have now, but the one before. And she did a pee test, and I found out she had mold toxicity and like pesticide
Ugh.
from.
So did
She's
she know
probably
any
from
of
her
that?
environment, though.
So
It's
I
not
told
her fault.
her, yeah, she was working at an
Yeah.
elderly community, and like there was
Oh,
mold
God.
poisoning there, and all
Wow.
the
So
elderly.
sad.
That's a
I can't-
lawsuit.
I can't
Yeah,
use you,
in
but you
Texas.
should get in. You should
You
figure
should
this
go
out.
get some,
Yeah.
some tests.
That's
So
crazy.
our new one is based in California, and she's so sweet, and instantly she's just relaxed and happy. So I just like had a good vibe about her, and it worked the first time.
That's,
Oh,
that's
that's so
awesome.
cool. That is so cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, are you preliminarily going to do the you hear people doing the bedrooms and they get everything ready. So,
Yeah,
are you
I'm
doing
nesting
that?
right now.
You are? Okay, so you're nesting. All right, cool.
I
Are
cleared
you
the
not-
bedroom. I'm ready to make the nursery and all that. So we're getting ready. Yeah.
And Casey and Nick have a tour bus company for like Post Malone, all these fabulous people. Oh, should I say that? Can I say that?
It's okay. Yeah.
They
We've
have
worked
a
with
tour
them
bus
before.
company.
I love him.
Yeah.
And so
I've seen
I
one of their
can't
buses.
wait to
I've-
see a baby nursery on one of their tour buses.
So wait, did you guys go to Stagecoach?
Yeah, we did. It was fun.
okay. Yeah.
Oh, were you with
How
that?
do we not
No, I
see
saw
you?
they were.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
How do we not see
I know.
you?
Yeah, we went. It was really fun. I feel like Stagecoach is slowly becoming Coachella. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
I have to say,
yeah.
I'm not crazy about
They're
it because I feel like
cross-mixing
there's
the artists.
Well, no, it's not that.
And
I
the
don't even think
people.
it's that. It's the people because it's becoming such a hip and like cool thing to do. And there's
be
just a bunch
country?
of influencers there now who don't even care about country music, but they're just there because like
It's the popular thing to do.
I'm
Yeah,
there because
exactly.
the hot damn guys. Oh, I don't care if they're gay, straight, try by. I am like,
Try by.
They walk by and I'm like, this is my heaven right now. Just looking at their physiques and they're just cowboy, little big belt buckles and their shirts.
I heard from a bird that the second Coachella didn't do so well numbers wise.
It did not.
So
Oh, yeah.
I think it would be interesting to see if they make Stagecoach 1 and 2, and then Coachella just one.
Oh, that's
event
a
with
good
that would-
idea.
they
Great
should-
idea.
Well, I've got that house.
I would
so-
go both weekends.
Yeah, I would go both weekends to Stagecoach for
I-
sure.
I also
Yeah.
think Stagecoach is becoming more popular because country music is becoming more like pop
Thank you,
country.
Casey.
country music is the best.
She's a country, good country.
No,
guy.
but it is becoming a little more like pop country. Like our nephew's
Yeah.
in music, and he said
Taylor Swift is doing. Oh no, Beyonce just did. a
Yeah,
country.
she has a number one.
Post Malone just did a song with
Well,
Morgan.
Post
oh,
Post Malone did a song with Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
But then his whole set was he did covers of all like country music, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's just
Can
an
we-
amazing
that
artist
new
and can do
song-
anything.
Can we
Everybody in
quickly
the bar
talk
get
about
tipsy.
Morgan Wallen?
Let's talk about Morgan Wallen. Yes,
Who's
How
that?
hot he is?
Google it.
Hello,
That's
Google.
Andrew. Andre,
Oh,
Google's Morgan Wallen.
Is dude or a girl?
I'm horny
What?
today. I'm excited.
I was like, I've always told Rob like Tom Brady was always my hall pass, but I was like, move over Tom
She
Brady.
changed it.
Tom Brady, he's too
Morgan-
skinny.
So
No.
hot. Did you watch his roast? He was so.
Oh no.
so
Oh yeah,
good
that's right.
looking.
He's
I'm
not
getting hot
skinny
just
anymore.
thinking about it.
Are you sure you want to change your hall pass?
Let me see.
Him and his mullet.
Oh my god,
Good picture.
you
Okay.
show the mullet. Oh my god, Andrew, just take a screenshot and send me that photo when you're done.
No, that's not what he
That
looks
was like pre-COVID. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the mullet.
That's what you're talking about.
Christina, that's what you like?
Oh, whatever.
Oh my
Show a
god.
picture. Okay,
Ew.
She just wants,
He
I
looks
want
like
him
he
to
could be
sing to
Shia
her.
LaBeouf's
Wait, who's
cousin.
that guy, Vaughn?
Does he look like Shia LaBeouf?
He
Andrew, who's that guy?
He looks
Vaughn?
like Shia LaBeouf. That you know who I'm talking about?
That's not a good picture.
Okay,
of him.
let's go to like
That was the first Google
let's
picture.
go
I
to
don't-
Stagecoach footage. Okay, come on.
Go to Stagecoach.
Let's
Do
watch
Stagecoach
him coming out onto
2024.
stage, or like him and Post Malone on stage together.
Hey, whatever.
Oh, I have
whatever
a
you're
video of
into.
Post
Malone
Remember,
and him on stage
fetishes
together.
are okay.
I
Fetishes
want
are-
Vaughn. That guy Vaughn.
Him and Tom Brady.
Okay, I do love Tom Brady too. In fact, I follow him and I'm like,
I love Tom.
but
I've
he
always
got back
had-
in shape, which is good.
He's always been in shape. Well, I mean,
Has
except
he?
for in no.
I
Tom
just-
Brady is one good-looking, gorgeous, hot
Who?
human being.
So are his
Tom
kids.
Brady.
did you watch the roast?
Lucky
Oh, I
Giselle.
watched it
Giselle
too.
did a
So
great
funny.
job
You
with
know,
those
the-
children.
Got a bunch
The
of hot
roast,
people
I
that
was
are
like-
gonna chances
Yeah,
are gonna be
Giselle
hot
and
kids.
Tom Brady are gonna have hot kids.
You never know. Sometimes you have two good-looking people, and they're
Yeah.
cute, and you're like, oh, they're
Because
like
the
Shia
wife
LaBeouf.
had too much plastic
precious.
surgery or the
You
man.
say that you're
Doesn't
like,
he
oh,
look
so
like Shia
precious.
LaBeouf?
Come on, he's
Who's
cute.
Shia LaBeouf?
He was in the Transformers movies, the first like
Oh,
three of
Luke's
them.
gonna have fun
And he kind of
editing
like
this.
went off the deep end.
Luke,
I
are
don't
you
know.
looking at all this
Me
like,
and
oh
every
my
other
God,
girl
how
out
do I
there
even-
thinks Maria Wallen's hot. Okay.
If he's hot, cool. If he's not, it's not my thing.
I mean, he's not
Wait,
my, he's
show
not my
mine, my-
thing
my
either,
dream
but I
guy
love
Vaughn.
his voice.
Vaughn what?
He is such an amazing performer.
He's like the
I
guy that's
agree.
like a kind of like a white redneck, and he's like, duh, duh, duh. He wears his hat all sideways,
who?
tells little jokes. He's a comedian. Vaughn, isn't his name Vaughn? Hold on, I'm going to show you right now.
Wait,
Theo
no, the one that
Vaughn?
I think is
Theo.
cute is
Theo
that
Vaughn,
guy.
he's a
Theo,
comedian.
Theo, yeah,
He's
I
so
want Theo.
I love Theo
There's
Vaughn.
my dream lay. He's my hall pass.
He's a-
Let's
He-
see.
Let's see this.
he is so white trash. I love it.
Oh God.
my gosh.
Okay, I know who that is. Yes.
I know who that is.
Yes.
He's like the
Theo Vaughn
What's
is
wrong with a
awesome.
mullet? Mullets are cute.
No,
I don't know.
They're funny.
he is, and he's really
No,
funny.
that's a good picture
I
with his
enjoy watching
sweatshirt.
his
Oh
podcast,
my God.
actually.
Come
He
to
cracks
mama.
Mullets are funny. Come on.
I can only look at him. I'll never have sex with him, obviously. Well, I can't say
You
never.
don't know that.
You don't know
Manifest.
that.
Manifest.
Never say never.
You're throwing it out there.
You're just throwing it out there. Okay, so you can have Tom Brady then. Fine.
And Morgan.
And Morgan. Okay. Who's
I mean,
your
I'm a
hall
little
pass?
bit older than him, but it's okay.
Who's your hall
And
pass?
it's not even because I think he's attractive. I just
Into the mic, please. We got to get this.
It's not that I even like find him like so attractive. I just think he's so cool. Is John Party? Do you
Oh,
like
I
that?
love
Who's
him.
that?
Right?
I
Oh
don't know
my
who
God,
that
I
is
love
either.
him.
Who's
And
that?
I
My
love his
husband
wife, by
knows-
the way.
Yeah, they're
Who's
very
John
nice.
Party?
Actually,
Andrew,
met
he's
He's
a
a
them
country
before,
singer
too.
too. He's so adorable.
What is up with these country singers?
I wouldn't even say hall pass. I'm a fan
You're-
of his, a
you're
big
just a
fan.
fan.
Same.
And my husband took me to see him during Valentine's Day because he knows I'm a big
Aw,
fan.
cute.
But
And
I
You're
wouldn't
such
say
a
I have a
politically
hall-
correct
I
wife.
want a hall
I
pass.
wouldn't
I don't
say
know.
hall pass.
What's his name?
John Party, Jon.
I just think
I'm like,
I just love his music, and he's so
Yeah.
cool.
Let me see.
Wait,
I
okay,
gotta-
him
I
and his
wanna
wife
see
are the
as well.
cutest couple
And they're
too,
so
though.
nice.
I follow both of them, and I really. Are you guys going to the Coastal Summer Jam?
I don't know.
He's performing.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
She just said she didn't think it was.
No,
not
he's
because it was
okay.
like
So who's
a
your
You just
I know
like,
what you're
you
saying.
just like, you just like. This is who you're
He's
talking
got
about,
this like really cute.
He looks like he'd be great, like on the
personality.
vagina.
He's like
Yeah.
funny.
Because he's got already got
Yes,
that ooze
first,
smell.
it's not about
He's
it's
got
not
that
about looks,
smelly
about personality.
face.
He's a great, yeah.
He's
okay.
already
And it's
got.
kind of like, I mean, I've met them before, so for me, it's not like.
And he seems like a
and
regular,
they're
like
nice.
fun guy, right?
Yeah. And I can't
Okay,
say
let's
like
go.
I
We're
wanna
almost running out of
say-
time. So,
Okay.
Sophia, who's your hall pass
pass.
with
I mean,
Roger?
I don't think I've ever really had one, but like if I say
Okay,
like
come
who I
on,
think
we
that
all-
men are cute,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
I would say I know you guys are gonna think that because I like a nerdy guy. I love Jason Sudeikis. I was like,
Who? Who are these
Sudeikis,
guys?
the actor.
Jason
Yes.
Sudeikis. What is he in?
he's in
He's a comedian. He was in Hall Pass. And
No,
Show
he
me
was
who
just
Jason
he has
Sudeikis
that
is.
big show, the one about soccer, and why can't I think about
was he
it?
in Hall Pass?
Yeah, I'm like,
But
I
he was
think
in that movie with Jennifer Aniston too.
Yeah,
right?
he was married to
Olivia
Oh,
Munn.
yeah, he's hot. He would
Ted
be
Lasso.
a great Las Vegas
Ted
playing
Lasso.
and the
That's real.
whole, you know,
he-
I think he's
you
the
know,
hot.
whole nine, make
know-
out, go
He's
shoot
so-
room at the Win.
Stunning.
when
Get it done.
when he
Knock
served
it
her
out.
papers, he served her on stage at like a Comic-Con. She was doing
Damn, that's nasty.
yeah.
I served
That's a
mine at
little harsh.
Coachella, and he with the hot girl who served him. He let her in the party, and she's like, "Mr. Whatever, blank, 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 you've been served." He just
that
thought
was
she was
smart.
another like person he could sleep with. All right, well, ladies, we're running out of time today. It's been wonderful to shoot the shit with you and
Yeah.
just chill out, relax, enjoy, learn about all your fetishes, learn about all the men in our lives
Hall passes.
that aren't the men in our lives yet. Andrew, thanks for putting up with us today. We're just winging it. So I have to say, ladies, this worked out pretty well.
Awesome.
And
Thank
Thanks
you
for having us. Yeah.
Andrew and I would like to say thank you and share our love by giving you a special little gift today.
Ooh, I love gifts.
I know how every woman loves a little
Ooh.
Tiffany bag. There you
Thank
are.
you.
These microphones make it a little difficult. Just take it down and pass it
I
down.
love it.
Take one and pass it down. You each get one for the love of the show. I know. I love Tiffany. Don't you love a little blue box?
I love Tiffany Blue.
How could you not love it? I mean, look at these little.
I know. I think I'm doing my nails Tiffany
You
Blue
can
on
pull
Friday.
yours out, Christina, and just show the box. 'Cause it's so
perfect.
pretty. And then the Tiffany wraps them for us nicely. I know all my guests are getting Tiffany. They're like, wait, we get Tiffany as swag from
I
your
know.
right? Look at that box.
have
Look
to
at how
do
pretty that is. Oh my God, I love it. Can you get
I
some
love
photos
it.
of that with a real camera? Okay.
Should we all hold them?
Okay, right. So then, everybody hold them.
How cute.
I'm like,
Thank you, ladies, for being a part of it. We were wonderful.
So cute.
Thank you for watching Girl Talk. I'm Elizabeth Vargas, your host, with Christina, Casey, Sophia. Thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having
thanks
us.
for having us.
If you like what you saw, you like what you see, follow, subscribe, and support us on Patreon.
Yeah.
Peace, love, and happiness, ladies.